Hello YouTube, it's your girl Monica Coco with ME Studio Designs. Today I'm going to be showing how to use washi tape to make a decorative background for the front of your note cards. Here's some examples that I've started using washi tape. One for happy birthday and another with thanks so much. Both of those are very bright and colorful. I want this one to be a bit more monochromatic, so I'm going to be using a note card that's already been done, and I have cut that down just to be a little bit slightly smaller. The color scheme I'm using on this one is a gray, silver, and black. So I already started the card just for time's sake, but this is really quick and easy and a project that even a beginner can do. Just lining up your washi tape and making sure that your patterns are even, unless you want them off centered. For this, I did want to keep it simple because the other patterns are very bold. So you use the piece of tape right next to where you're putting your fresh piece of tape as your border, and you want to make sure that you butt right up against it so that there are no gaps, no spaces, but you don't necessarily have to overlap it. For this last piece of tape that will be going on the right hand side, you can see that it is not a full space to continue the pattern, but we're going to go ahead and put that down, and we'll just tuck that raw edge underneath on the back side. I'm now taking the back of my scissors because I can't find my bone folder, just burnishing the tape down to make sure that it's good and adhere to the card surface. Now I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to just start folding those edges across the back and sticking them to make sure that we have a smooth finish on those three edges. It's important here just to make sure that they are flipped down and that there are no wrinkles or bubbles that can cause puckering at the edges. You can also use your scissors to snip these off, but I just decided to fold it over. And that's that edge that was hanging over, and I'm putting some extra tape on it right now just to make sure that it stays adhered and flat. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now that I have everything nice and flat, I'm just adding a bit more tape, and my small tape runner ran out, so I'm grabbing my ATG. Making sure that you cover the card as well as getting good adhesion over those glittery surfaces so that everything lays flat when you stick it to the front of your note card. Just lining it up so there's just a little bit of border on each side, and there you have it. So now I'm looking at some of my pre-stamped sentiments. These are all from My Favorite Things. I believe it's called the Written Watercolor Set, and I decided to go with something a little bit more inspirational and not necessarily occasion based. So I'm going to use the You're Amazing and trimming that down. Had a little smudge there from the ink, and I just trimmed that part off. Because the background is so glittery and blingy, which I absolutely love, I want to make sure that the sentiment actually pops up and stands out. So I'm actually going to mount this on the back of a piece of black cardstock. And I know some people actually use different tools to make sure that they get a perfect border around. I just like to eyeball it, and I just want a small amount of that black coming out on both ends, or I should say all four sides. Just going to trim that down. I'm now going to use a piece of craft foam that I had left over from making another card and cut it down to pop up the sentiment so that again it stands out from the busyness of the background. I'm just going to trim it down to slightly smaller than the size of the sentiment. This is craft foam that I purchased from the dollar store, I believe Dollar Tree, and it is self-adhesive. It comes in a multi-pack with many different colors. So I put that down and then use my ATG to put adhesive on it so that I can adhere it to the card front. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it horizontally or vertically, but I decided to go with the vertical and to put the sentiment at a slight angle. And there you have it. Here are a few examples of other cards that I made using the same technique. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll show you the actual finished products. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share with your friends. Here's the before and the after, once everything has been embellished. I just added a few sequins from my stash and put them on with multi-matte. This is your girl Monacoco with ME Studio Designs. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.